Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to The Boys, Season 3, Episode 5. So last time, we got to see Jack Quaid's beautiful ass. We got to see Jensen Ackles' beautiful ass. And other stuff happened too. Nah, but... we had some pretty interesting stuff happen. We saw that, Victoria has decided to side with Homelander instead of her adoptive father, Stan, and Stan Edgar was, you know, basically thrown under the bus by Homelander and her. Alex was brutally murdered off-screen, which we knew he was going to die anyways. It was very clear that Homelander was going to kill him. As a way for Homelander to completely control Starlight at this point. So yeah, shit's going bad there. The boys find Soldier Boy, but he seems to fatally wound Kimiko, and I hope that she survives. I hope that it's not actually fatal. Maybe her healing factor is just having a hard time with this. I don't know. But hopefully everything ends up going well. But yeah, shit's just continuing to hit the fan. So I guess we have to see where it goes from here. We're just going to get into this because why waste any more time? I've been enjoying this season so far. It's been a lot, but in a very good way. In a very boys way. So let's get into it. When the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after watching, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So first off, about the issue. I had been thinking before that I was going to start watching on the website instead so I wouldn't have to deal with this issue and everything. And I forgot, clearly. Because I download episodes because it's easier and it's more consistent and everything. It's better for reactions to do it that way, just in case anything does happen with the internet and everything. So I completely forgot that I was going to react to it on the website where I could, you know, view the subtitles. But luckily, I didn't really miss anything because Kimiko was knocked out for a portion of this episode. And I was able to go back. It was just like a few seconds basically from where I paused it, well, where the download, and I don't know why it did that. I don't know why the download ended at like 19.5 minutes. But I ended up getting to find out what she was saying anyways, so it works out a little better. I don't know why the subtitles again, specifically for the signing, I don't know why that's just not in the video, why you have to turn on subtitles. That's stupid. It should be directly integrated into the video so you can't watch the episode without knowing what she's saying. I think it's dumb. It's just really dumb. But Maeve is kidnapped now. I don't think Homelander killed her. If Maeve was gonna die, she would die on screen. It wouldn't be like Supersonic. Like his death being off screen, it's like that can work because his character was always going to die. It was very clear that was going to happen, so we didn't need to actually see it. We just needed to know that it did happen. So that was never as big of a deal. But yeah, it's just I think Homelander has probably some plans for Maeve or whatnot. Noir is working with him at the moment, but I think a lot of people are working with him in a way. Then we had the A-Train part with this other hero. He takes him to do a formal apology for racial profiling in his hero work. Turns to shit, and yeah, this dude is just a complete fucking cunt. He's an actively racist piece of shit who tries to use the typical excuses like, oh, I've had black friends, and that's just where the crimes are. All lives matter. It's like, fuck off, you colossal piece of fucking shit. Like, I didn't get quite as angry as in episode 2, where the entire thing with the gun convention and everything, and the fucking children being there, and just all the bullshit there. It's like that shit really just, probably because of how consistently recent and close to home that has like hit and everything, with all the gun violence in this country and everything. But it's like this still, even though it wasn't as hard for me and as anger inducing for me, it was still very fucking anger inducing to see this cunt say this shit. Like, as much as I kind of fucking hate to say it, people like this should die. I really hate thinking like that, because I truly do believe that everyone deserves second chances, and that like the death penalty and stuff is never the answer. But at the same time, it's like I truly despise people like this that fucking much. Not just racist, but practically unapologetically racist. He's trying to deny it, but that's for public image and everything. You know what his true feelings are by the fucking bullshit he's been saying here. It's the same in real life. All these people shouting "All lives matter." All these people saying crime is disproportionately affected in or happening in black neighborhoods and shit. It's like, fuck off, you. And then he goes and just starts attacking the people there because he got angry at them calling out his bullshit and confronting him about murdering innocent people, unarmed black people. And A-Train's brother ends up getting paralyzed because of it. And it seems like A-Train is on this weird character arc right now where he might be heading towards redemption. Yeah, even the fact that he was the one who ended up selling out the plan and everything to Homelander, like even that kind of hints that, like, with everything going on, that he's in this rocky spot right now where he could kind of go either way. But I think after this especially, I think he's going to possibly be redeemed, or at least have somewhat of a redemption arc. Because obviously, like, he's done so many horrible things himself that it's hard to really redeem a character like that. But they'll give him some semblance of a redemption arc, I think. The Deep, I'm not thinking so. The Deep, we didn't really see him as much in this episode, but I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, shit's really going down. Soldier Boy is somehow back in the States. I don't know how he got there. But he's back in the States, and he goes after the Legend first, this informant and soup expert, played by Paul Reiser, who he's very different than he is in his role in Stranger Things. In Stranger Things, he's kind of this nice scientist who's like trying to help Eleven and everything, even if he does some questionable things to help, such as bringing her back to Brenner and all. But he is genuinely trying to help, and he is genuinely a good guy, and he does care for her. On the other hand, you have him in here. He's this very sexually proud dude who is super into the fact that he's boned a bunch of famous people, and apparently took it from Marlon Brando as well, according to, I guess, what he's been told. And he's very... He's not a bad guy. Like I said, he kind of seems neutral, but he's also very full of himself, and not to the point of full-on cockiness, but you could clearly tell, like, he has no shame about who he is. So it's an interesting role, and he gives our heroes, the boys, the intel they need to go to Crimson Countess, where we find out that she is putting on a live cam show for Seth Rogen. Which is interesting, because you get to not quite see it, but hear Seth Rogen sloppily jerking off, which is like, yes, that's what I expected and wanted today. Those sounds are going to haunt my nightmares. Why were they so wet sounding? Like, oh my god, I know he was using lube and all, but god fucking damn it, that was so wet. And then she heats up these big ass anal beads and is about to shove them up her ass when Butcher and them burst in, and it's like, and he's, even after she gets stabbed and everything, he's still wanking off. Like, oh my god. You know, there are some people out there who find Seth Rogen attractive and are probably into this. I am not one of those people. Like, he seems like a great guy and all, but I don't find him attractive, and I never really wanted to think about him jerking off. Jensen Ackles, on the other hand, but in all seriousness, yeah, they tell her what's going on, and it's kind of revealed that she was the one who sold him out in the first place, probably caused the Russians to invade and cause everything that happened back then, including Black Noir's incident, the first Black Noir, I guess. But yeah, and so he does eventually come, and he does kill her. Oh, he very much kills her. She is very fucking dead. Like, super fucking dead. Like, she extra crispy. And Huey, Butcher, and a roofied Milk, because that happened, head out into the sunset while Starlight's standing there upset at Huey again, because their relationship just can't be wholesome for too long. They have to have troubles. But apparently Soldier Boy is going to work with them, it seems like. It seems like they're going to ally themselves. So that's going to be fun. How is that going to go? And Milk, oh, Marvin is going to be fucking livid about that. I mean, he's already going to be livid about being roofied by Butcher. And Butcher knows this, of course. But on top of that, he's going to be livid about even just this idea. He's not going to go along with it. Considering his issues with Soldier Boy, it's not happening. But yeah, this is interesting, for sure. Starlight tried to confront the new CEO, Ashley. And Ashley definitely showed that she is genuinely scared, and she is just playing her role, basically. But she is so scared that she doesn't go along with Annie, and she does uphold her role in the end, at least for now. Pretty much all of the one department was dissolved by the Deep. Our girl's still there. Girl with the glasses, can't remember her name, who's played by the same actress as Izzy, the voice of Izzy from the series for My Little Pony, Make Your Mark. Well, and the special that came out as well, that I reacted to. Not the movie, though. Not the Generation 5 movie, A New Generation. That was Kimiko Glenn, who did her voice for that. But in the series and the special, she got a different voice actor, because I guess they didn't want to pay the celebrity voices or something. I talked about that at that point. But yeah. So I'm going to get to meet her next month, so that's fun. She's definitely the guest that's going to be at TrotCon that I want to meet the most. So if I can only meet one guest, it's going to be her. But yeah, I'm very much interested to see where they go with this, where they take this and everything. Huey is definitely headed down a very questionable path. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So tell me in the comments below, what did you think of this episode of The Boys? And if there's anything that I didn't mention, because there's just so much that happens in these episodes, that you wanted to hear my specific opinion on, feel free to ask. I will definitely let you know in the comments if you want to know. But tell me what you thought, and thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See you all next time.